two stories today. First, George Floyd, his murderer, Derek Chovian, was sentenced today to 22 years. Maybe it should have been more, maybe. We don't know. But it's something. He has been marked as a murderer. So I'm good with that. I really am. He committed the crime, and now he's facing the punishment for it. One of the few times that a cop was ever put on responsibility for his actions. So I'm good with that. I really am. That's all I gotta say on that part. Now, unfortunately, I really wish I didn't have to talk about this guy again. I really don't. The white supremacist defender, Tucker Carlson, is back in the news again. This time saying some very destructive, disparaging remarks about General Mark Milley after he basically took Representative Matt Gaetz to school after talking about white rage and why it's important for the U.S. military to learn about critical race theory. Now, being the son of a soldier, this sticks in my craw. This coming from a man who never served a day in his life as a soldier. A man who was a complete and total entitled brat. Here's a couple of clips from what he said, and I'll read my reactions afterward.
Mark Milley is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He didn't get that job because he's brilliant or because he's brave or because the people who know him respect him. He is not, and they definitely don't. Milley got the job because he is obsequious. He knows who to suck up to, and he's more than happy to do it. Feed him a script, and he will read it. Here's Milley yesterday, the man in charge of this nation's weapons, explaining that he's working to understand a concept called white rage.
It amazes me how stupid people can be. Actually, it shouldn't amaze me at all. This coming from a guy like Tucker Carlson, who never sacrificed a damn thing in his life. Now, let's compare and contrast Tucker Carlson with General Milley. Tucker Carlson, an entitled boy, versus a 40-year military soldier, a man who has 4 stars on his shoulders, a man who has more ribbons than his uniform can hold. Not brave? This man spent 40 years of his life defending our country, fighting for our nation, preserving our freedoms, the freedoms of all people. What have you done, Carson, besides getting daddy's money, besides being a shill for Fox News? What have you done? Nothing. You've done nothing. All you've done in the time that I've actually paid attention to you the last couple of years is scream, huff, and holler about how the white man in this country is being destroyed. It's really pathetic. It is so incredibly pathetic. But I'm not a bit surprised at you. The right wing in this country wants us to respect cops, respect first responders, respect ex-soldiers, and we do. I especially do. But you should say you need to respect all those people as long as they support me, as long as they support my agenda, the agenda of white supremacy. Because that's what this all is. Nothing more than white supremacist hatred. What really bothers me about you, what bothers me about so many of you, is the simple, basic fact that you don't respect these people. I've seen it plenty of times. You don't respect soldiers. You don't respect cops. You talk a good game, but when it actually show time for you to show it, what do? You feel like you just wave a flag and say, "I respect the troops"? No. It's all at your actions. And right now, the actions of Tucker Carlson here show me that you don't respect the troops, Tucker. You don't. But this last clip just reinforces the fact how much of a scumbag you really are.
And in the future, do understand it.
Hard to believe that man wears a uniform. He's that unimpressive. Notice he never defined white rage, and we should know what it is. What is white rage? Well, like drapetomania, it's one of those diseases that only affect people with certain melanin levels. It's a race-specific illness. That's what Mark Milley has learned from reading about it. That's why he's making his soldiers read about it too. They need to know. Watch.
I've read Mao Zedong. I've read Karl Marx. I've read Lenin. That doesn't make me a communist. So what is wrong with understanding, having some situational understanding about the country for which we are here to defend? And I personally find it offensive that we are accusing the United States military, our general officers, our commissioned, non-commissioned officers, of being, quote, woke.
He's not just a pig, he's stupid. So Mark Milley reads Mao to understand Maoism. He reads communist to understand communism. But it's interesting that he doesn't read white supremacists to understand white supremacy. Why not go to the source? Well, because Mark Milley would be fired instantly if he read those books, and getting fired is the one thing he doesn't want. So he reads about white rage as if it's totally real. It's a medical condition. And by the way, since it's a medical condition, at what age can you catch white rage, by the way? Most of us assumed that our 2-year-olds were just teething. Now we know it's their whiteness that's making them so angry.
Wow. You called a 4-star military general a pig? Wow. You call him stupid because he wants to learn about a situation that's happening in this country that people like you push and prod and continue to scream and support. You call him a pig? You call him stupid? See, what really bothers me about you is that you're the one who happens to be stupid, Tucker. You're the one who happens to be a pig. And as for your idea of when does white rage, how is it that white rage exists? Or when does white rage start? Well, I happen to know that white rage starts when someone like you pushes it. When someone like you does everything they can to fester it, to build it, to make it grow. But where is white rage? Let me show you a few photos. What you're seeing, these photos and what you're seeing now, was white rage all around it. These are photos from January 6, 2021. The day that the Electoral College was supposed to just basically rubber stamp the electoral votes and certify that Joe Biden was the President of the United States. But thanks to the white rage of one man who used white rage, they got them to attack the United States Capitol. And some of them screaming out, "Hang Mike Pence." Others, one person screaming, "We're coming for you, Hillary," like he was Jack Torrance from The Shining. Where's right rage? I'm seeing it right there, bud. I'm seeing it right there. And one of the people who fester it happens to be you, Carlson. Now, our troops aren't woke. Our troops are being made to understand the dangers that are in this country, the dangers that are festering in this nation because of one man pushing that danger. It is such a shame. It is just it is just such a damn shame that we have to talk about this now. We have to talk about this here and now. Did you have to insult a 4-star general, a man who has given his service to God and country on many occasions? Look at his service record. General Milley is a better man than you will ever be. And frankly, it's not jealousy. It's the simple fact that he's not going to buy into this white supremacist bullshit that you want to push, Carlson. I honor the service of General Milley and every member of our armed forces who had the guts to wear this nation's colors, to run towards gunfire when others are running away from it, to put their lives on the line to protect my freedoms. Maybe you don't understand that. Maybe you're just the idea that people like Milley need to be just wear the uniform and that's it. You don't think about the soldiers, the sailors, the Marines, the airmen, the Coast Guardsmen, the reservists and guardsmen. You don't think about the people who are actually in those uniforms that face prejudices. Maybe not the extreme prejudices, but prejudices of people like you. Maybe you don't understand that. It's unfortunate for you, and I feel so damn sorry for you. I really do. But I'm not sorry for the fact that you have to act like this because you think it's an easy paycheck. I'm sorry because you actually believe this crap. I'm sorry for the fact that you actually think that learning about white supremacy is going to destroy it. The way I see it, you are the problem, not us. You are. It's just a shame. It's a shame that you have to insult our men and women in uniform. But it's more of a shame that you have to act like this. All because you want to keep your white supremacist bubble intact. It is pathetic. CTP, know the truth. You know what? There's something else I need to talk to you all about. I just recently got hired by a new job. And for the sake of, I'm not going to tell you exactly what the job is. Don't think my page is going to just disappear. That I'm going to just disappear. I'm going to continue to make these videos, but I'm not going to make them in the same frequency that I have been, unless something really destructive happens that I need to talk about. I'm going to keep making movie reviews. It won't be long and it won't be as elaborate as I'm doing now. But my new job is going to require a lot of focus from me, a lot. And you might not see me as frequently as you might think as I have been. So I'm leaving a link to my Facebook page. I'll still be posting there. It's going to be in the description of this video. Obviously, it's my Facebook page, CTP Know the Truth, on Facebook. Like I said, the link will be in the description below. But I'm going to make something clear. I'm going to continue to speak out when I know someone is doing something wrong. I'm going to continue to fight back against people like Tucker Carlson, like Fox News, like Donald Trump and his supporters. I'm going to continue to speak out. Because if we don't speak out, the evil that has tore this country apart for centuries will grow and grow and grow until it destroys this nation. The old saying goes, for all that is required for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Here's to a few good men, because I'm one of them. So, I've said before, I'm hoping that I'll still do a lot more videos here, but don't be surprised if I do maybe 3, hopefully 4, maybe one on the weekend, on the weekends, maybe, depending on what my work schedule is going to be on my new job. Just know that I'm still going to speak out and speak up. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.